On Monday evening, Judge Juan Merchan actually did expand the gag order against Donald Trump to include the family members of the judge and the prosecutor, Alvin Bragg. However, Trump is still not technically completely barred from talking about the family members of the judge and the prosecutor. He only can talk about them if what he's attacking them for is relevant to the case, which of course should be nothing at all. So it pretty much is a full gag order, but it's not technically a full gag order on talking about the family members. But of course, this came after Donald Trump's repeated attacks on Judge Merchan's daughter. Trump has been attacking the young woman for a week. And the judge finally had enough after prosecutors came to him Monday and said, "You have to clarify this order." So the judge said, "I'll clarify it. I'll expand it." And that's exactly what happened. And Donald Trump took the news about as well as you would expect Donald Trump to take the news. And he got on Truth Social and fired off a fact-free attack on the judge and the prosecutor once again, because those two are still not part of the gag order. He can say whatever he wants about the judge. He can say whatever he wants about Alvin Bragg. And yes, that actually is very important to know. Here's what Trump said on Truth Social. "I just was informed that another corrupt New York judge, Juan Merchan, gagged me so that I cannot talk about the corruption and conflicts taking place in his courtroom with respect to a case that everyone, including the DA, felt should never have been brought. They can talk about me, but I can't talk about them. That sounds fair, doesn't it? This judge should be recused, and the case should be thrown out. There has virtually never been a more conflicted judge than this one. Election interference at its worst." Judge Merchan, of course, has actually no conflicts in this case, and Trump is lying to his supporters when he says they can talk about me and I can't talk about them. You can. You can talk about the judge. You can talk about the prosecutor. You can accuse them of all sorts of crazy things, whatever you want. No one is stopping you from doing that. And also, for the record, they're not talking about you. I mean, Alvin Bragg is not getting on Twitter or Truth Social like Trump and just firing off horrible conspiracy theories about him. That's not happening. The judge isn't doing that. I mean, nobody is doing that other than, of course, Donald Trump. So he's sitting there accusing these people of horrible things while also whining that I'm not allowed to say anything about them, but they can talk about me, even though they're not even doing that. And you're still attacking them, even as you say you're not allowed to attack them. So I'm a little confused as to how that works, but that's what's happening in Donald Trump's dementia-riddled brain. He continued. That was not the end of it, folks. He went on in a separate post saying this: "Please remember, all of these lawsuits, charges, and indictments that have been brought against me have been orchestrated and coordinated by crooked Joe Biden, the White House, and the DOJ as an attack on crooked's political opponent, me. This has never happened before in our country. MAGA 2024. Also, a completely debunked talking point. There has been no coordination. Even if President Biden wanted to direct the Manhattan District Attorney to prosecute Donald Trump, he does not have any jurisdiction over that. Neither does the Department of Justice, and they have no impact or effect or sway over this case whatsoever. So Donald Trump's still out there lying, but he's no longer going to be able to lie about the judge's daughter, so I guess technically that's a victory. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.